In today's video I'm going to be discussing all of the purple cards from Forbidden. Okay, so let's get started, and we will begin as we usually do with the base minions. So first we have Canium. So what does Canium give us? Well, his level 1 spell is look at the top 3 cards of your deck and send one field minion from them to the trash, then put the rest on the bottom of the deck in random order. This is synergistic with Demon and to an extent to the Battle Spirits version, but it's not great. Canium's next spell is Sacrifice. Destroy one of your minions. If you do, deal 1 damage to your opponent's forces, then banish this card. That can be quite good. And then finally is level 6 spell here, was level 3 spell rather. Select one purple or neutral field minion from your trash to enter the field. For every one of your opponent's forces has been destroyed, that minion receives 200 BP, then banish this card. This is probably the weakest base minion we've seen in this set. I would say this is a 3 out of 5. It's really not very good. It's like you could run it in Demon, like a Demon variant, and it would just about work, but yeah, not great in my opinion. Then we've got Sheed, the Umbra Wizard. So let's have a look at what Sheed gives us. So his level 1 is give one of your minions revenge and then banish this card. His level 2 is deal 400 BP to one of your opponent's minions and then add the level 3. And his level 3 is destroy one of your opponent's minions and your opponent discards cards on top of the deck equal to the destroyed minion's BP. I would say that this is a very solid 4 out of 5, I think. On the lower end of 4 out of 5s, it's very good. And it's giving you really good value. The 400 BP is going to remove pretty much anything at that on curve. Giving something revenge can be really valuable later on in the game. And being able to just destroy everything means you get to save your flash speed destruction for your opponent's turn. Milling them doesn't really matter so much, but it can be good if you mill something that, you know, if you RNG high roll, that can be a thing. So yeah, I'd say it's pretty good. Okay, and then we've got the My Viol chain, so let's have a look here. So first we've got Demobone, and I would suggest, basically in the interests of time, because I don't want this video to be 30 minutes long, I'm going to suggest you go check out my purple purple showcase, where I basically go into a little bit more depth on why the My Viol chain is so good. But need to say, Demobone is fucking incredible. Then there's Beelzebub, who is decent, he's pretty good, and there's Asmodeus, who's kind of crazy, who just does like some insane shit and can like swing games really hard. This is a very strong 4 out of 5 as well. Then we've got My Shinomiya. Base when placed, change one of your neutral mana that is not a minion into a core, then it goes to your cards of your deck, select one minion belonging to the BS or Demon class, send to the trash, put the rest of them in the order. If this is added to hand, I think this would be phenomenal. The fact that it's sent to drop, not great, 2 out of 5, not really worth running. Here we've got the Nightstrake Pendragon. Base, if you have 3 or 1 purple mana, including this one, destroy one of your opponent's minions with 200 BP or less and draw 1 card. The issue is that by the time you're able to actually get this effect off, 200 BP or less minions are probably, it's not going to be that many. Can be good, it's just a matter of space, and there's just way better base minions you want to be running in a build that runs Battle Spirit stuff. Then Death Haze. When placed, destroy one of your minions if you draw a card. This is not very good, really, in my opinion. To be fair, if you moved away from a skeleton build, you went pure Battle Spirits, popping a Demobone with this is probably going to be quite good value. But yeah, it's just not great. I'd say a 2 out of 5 as well. Just suboptimal. You just got better base minions to run. Sword Doll, perfectly serviceable. Uses skeletons, there's synergy with all the skeleton stuff. Yep, I'd say 3 out of 5. Gets the job done. Soul Horse, I would also say is a 3 out of 5, but I think he's a bit better because he provides colour fixing as well as being a Battle Spirit and having all that synergy with Phoenix Cannon and blah 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 stuff like that. Again, please check out the purple showcase for more detailed thoughts on this stuff specifically. Just in interest of time. Merchant of Mysteries. When someone when boosted, this minion receives a following effect for the duration of this turn. If attacking the force, this minion gains 1 DP for the duration of the battle. So basically, you get access to the Demon synergy here, but how valuable is that really? Not super valuable. I'd say this is a 3 out of 5 because it can just allow you to straight up do the force. Depending on what you play, like if you play this relatively early, it can be really, really good. But you know, it's not super good late in the game. It's only really good if you play it on curve, basically. But the Demon synergy is quite nice, so yeah, 3 out of 5. Okay, next we've got Shikitsuru. This is a 4 out of 5. Straight up, the draw power this thing gives you, it's usable in every build of purple right now. 5 out of 5. I'm giving it a 5 out of 5 for now. It will drop off. I know this will drop off, but right now this shit's a 5 out of 5. It's such a staple in every purple that, like, yeah, it's so good. Yep, I've done it. Next we got Balam. Revenge. When summoned, change one of your neutral minions that's not a minion into a neutral mana that is not a minion into a core. So yeah, this is pretty good. It's a demon, so there's synergy there. It has revenge on a cheap minion, which is very valuable. A minion with DP, more importantly, so that's really good. And it also generates a core as very much a sort of added bonus, because I still think this card would be run even without that ability. So yeah, overall very solid. I would say 3 out of 5. Pretty good card. Then we've got Hitman of Thanatos. When destroyed, deal 200 VP and 1 DP to one of your opponent's minions. The DP reduction applies only to the minion's original DP value. If this was a when summoned and a when destroyed, I think this would be really pretty good, but it's not great. There isn't really space for it. It is a skeleton, so it does have that going for it, but yeah, I would rather have the club skeleton here than this, basically. I will say though, the art on this is really cool. I really like this artwork. Here we've got Dom the Usher. Revenge. When summoned, return 1 field minion card with cost 2 extra low from your trash to your hand, where exited on the purple mana belonging to the folk class in your base. This is really good in the demon deck and really garbage and everything else. So 3 out of 5. Then we've got Glazier Hound. BS Demon. On your opponent's turn, whenever this minion enters the field, draw a card and trash if this minion returns to your hand from the trash put on the field. So once again, an absolute demon staple. 3 out of 5. Really good in the demon deck. The issue again is demons are kind of garbage. They're not garbage, they're just not as good as the skeleton variant, as the Battle Spirit skeleton variant. We've got Power Consumption. Flash. Increase your life points by the amount of DP your opponent's second minion has, and that minion's DP becomes 0 for the duration of its turn. So, this can actually be really good. If your opponent's swinging in with like a 4 DP thing, you go, no DP, and I heal 4, that's very valuable. But against decks where it's lots of little small ones, like against like Gold and Red, for example, this is pretty garbage. So it's just basically format dependent how good this is. So I'd say this is a 3 out of 5 card. I think this is solid. I like it. Now against Ramp Green, this is really valuable. Like, okay, you smash face for 8, fine, I can heal up to 10, so I survive. Yeah, so it's a good card. And we have got Deadly Balance. Your opponent chooses one of their own minions to destroy, then you destroy one of your own minions. You choose and destroy one of your own minions. So the important things to consider here are basically, you don't have to have a minion on the board for you to use this. So this can be just 3 cost if your opponent only has 1 thing on their field. This can be 3 cost to remove anything, which is really good. Even if you do need to deal with your own thing, there's a lot of minions like Petit Fail, I think it's called. It's 5 cost. It's the 5 cost 402, which have their own on-destroyed abilities, which you can proc with this, as well as dealing with something on your opponent's field, which will allow you to acquire value. Some of those minions also have abilities that when they're established from drop, they'll place themselves on the board, so there's a lot of synergy there. So yeah, I'd say this is a 3 out of 5. It's also another very solid card. Closer to like a 3.5 out of 5, I think. It's really solid. So yeah, good card. Really cool as main Flash. You'll 400 BP to one of your opponent's minions with a cost of 7 or lower. I just don't think this is very good. Like, it's just, I don't know, it just feels overcosted. If this was 2, I'd probably be a lot more, I'd be feeling it a lot more, but 3, I don't know. It's still not bad. I'm gonna give it like a 2.5 out of 5. It's like okay. It's pretty average basically. It's just fine. Skeletal Elephant of Thanatos. When summoned, discard the top card of your opponent's deck, and when destroyed, if you have a purple mana belonging to the evoke class in your base, destroy one of your opponent's minions cost of 5 or lower. So this is actually really annoying. I underrated this in my initial review. The issue is, as a 4 cost, it's just difficult to fit it in when there's another card we'll come to which is just better. But this is strong, and I could see people running it. It can be really fucking annoying, especially in the purple mirror. This is a crazy good card for the purple mirror, because like it'll deal with basically everything besides the besides your Belphegors and the 7-drop Battle Spirit we'll talk about. I've forgotten the name, but yeah, this is pretty solid. I'd say 3.5 out of 10 out of 5. This is the card I was talking about, which is Draenagon. This is 4 out of 5. When summoned and when destroyed, deal 100 BP to all your opponent's minions, and trash. It's places up on the field when you salvage. So I mean, yeah, obviously, this is really good. It's designed to deal with the, like, deals with red. It salvages itself. The 100 BPs can add up reasonably quickly. If you get a couple of these going, it's just good. It's just really good. Yeah. To be fair, I would say it's actually less good now that red has decreased in popularity, so there is more of an argument for running the skeleton, the elephant skeleton, because there's a lot more purple than there is gold and red, so that's really more of a medical, but I still think Jainagon is very good. We've got Catherine, the Concealed Queen. When summoned, if you have 2 or more purple mana belonging to the evoker class on your base, deal 1 damage to one of your opponent's forces, and on your turn, whenever one of your purple or neutral minions destroys a force dealing using damage, place 1 purple mana into the base and draw 1 card. This effect cannot stack. I don't think this is good at all. It's really pretty average. It's just not special. I think I was trying to hype myself up on it before. Yeah, like a 2 out of 5. It's not very good. Kind of an L pull if you get it. Then we've got the Hellbraver Death Carabia. When summoned, when destroyed, discard the top card of your deck. If it's card with revenge, this minion enters the field. So RNG based. Obviously, if it goes off, that's crazy, and if it keeps going off, it's really good. The odds of that are basically non-existent. This is like a 2 out of 5 until your whole deck has revenge, basically, and then it's very good, obviously. We've got the Corpse Giant Gigasha. When destroyed, you can return 1 minion card belonging to the Battle Spirit or Demon class that's not named the Corpse Giant Gigasha from your hand. And when boosted, discard the top 3 cards of your deck. This is actually pretty good. The when destroyed effect is very useful because it allows you to get something back on board due to the wealth of when salvaged from trash abilities. So yeah, I'd say this is a 3 out of 5. This is pretty solid. We've already done this. Then, okay, we've got the Star Slayer Dragon Darkworm Nova. Battle Spirit Dragon. Cost reduction purple. When summoned, destroy all minions that have received a boost effect that's not from a core, as well as all minions that have a when transformed effect. Passive, your opponent's minions cannot receive boost effects except for core. Once again, I do think this card is being underrated. I think it's very strong. It is difficult to play. It's difficult to make super good use of this card, especially when a lot of times what the AI will do is it will chuck this big stuff back into base. Like after boosting it, if you're going to red, they'll be playing Pegasus. They'll put it back into base. I do think this card's very strong though. It is just very meta reliant, so I'd say it's a 3 out of 5. But you know, if there was ever a meta which was just full of boosting, this would jump up to 5. It would be a complete staple because it would just turn off everything the opponent's doing. And you would want to be building big boards too. That's another issue with this. This doesn't build boards as easily as red does early on, so it is a bit more difficult. But I do think it's very good anyway. So yeah, 3 out of 5. Okay, Steinbock. This is what I meant. Construction purple. When summoned and when destroyed, return 1 purple minion that is not this from your trash to your hand, and on your turn, whenever one of your minions that has received a core attack, deal 300 BP to one of your opponent's minions. The second ability is kind of pretty irrelevant. It tends not to happen. But the first ability is really good. Like, you know, you can get a Demo Bone to trigger your Androsses, you can salvage your Jainagons, you can salvage your Petty Fails, you can salvage your... yeah, you get the idea. 4 out of 5. It's used in every version of purple right now. So it's very, very good. Maybe even a 5 out of 5 for the current format, but it's bloody good. Here we've got Focalor. When summoned, for each of your opponent's forces, destroy one of your opponent's minions. This is a 1 out of 5. It's fucking garbo. Actually, it's okay. It's not garbo. That's a bit harsh. It's interesting, right? But the thing is, so a lot of the times you will be destroying both your opponent's forces, and you might still lose. Being able to just go pop pop, 2 minions gone, removes 2 blockers, and gives you an 8/2. The issue is you know, you're spending 8 for that. Like if this was like a 5 drop, I'd be like, yep, that's a thing you want to run. 8, it's just so expensive. 2 out of 5, not 1 out of 5, just 2 out of 5. It's just hard to justify. The Pirate Deity Piscallion, Pisces Galleon, I think it's meant to be. Anyway, construction purple. On your turn, whenever one or more of your opponent's minions is destroyed, draw a card. And if this minion has received a call, whenever one or more of the minions are destroyed, your opponent must discard 1 card from their hand. Just not very viable right now. I hope it is in the future. I think it's a really cool card. I'd like to play a discard deck, but at the moment this is like a 2 out of 5. It's just not usable. It's not garbage. You could get value out of it. And fundamentally, it's cost reduction purple, so you could play it for like 5 or something. So 5 cost 8/2 is good, but yeah, just not very viable at the moment. And finally, we have the Snake Master Deity Asclepios. Cost reduction purple. On your turn, whenever one or more of your other minions belonging to the Battle Spirit class is destroyed, you can destroy 1 of your mana. If you do, those destroyed minions enter your field in the rest state. It's effect not stacked. And when boosted, destroy one of your other minions. If you do, return 3 minions from your trash to your hand that are not the minion that was destroyed by this effect. So once again, I think this card's being a bit underrated. This seems very, very strong in Demon because you have so many cards that will just place themselves on the board. You know, being able to just go boost, destroy one of your minions, put 3 minions on the field that have that trash effect, then destroy one of your mana, bring back that minion that you just destroyed with the effect, presumably you destroyed a Battle Spirit one, and especially if you have like a Pisces Galleon or something to use as well, to like really get super good value to force your own discards and stuff. Yeah, that's good. That's definitely good. So I would say this is again a 3 out of 5. This is more usable for sure. It is currently running Demon builds. It's just I feel kind of bad that the Battle Spirit purple stuff is overall just not as good. You're really relying on the older stuff, because I think Battle Spirit stuff is really cool. It's just not as viable. But yeah, so that's all the purple stuff. Again, purple took a big W. The biggest, like basically this card, pretty much that card, and like a few others, like, you know, this whole Shikatsu engine and stuff. Like, purple got a lot of really good stuff. It's in a very good place right now. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video today. If you did, please leave a like on the video. Please comment any other content you would like me to make. And finally, please subscribe to the channel. I'm trying to hit 1,000 subscribers by the end of the summer. If I do this, I'll be able to increase the production quality and the variety of videos, and, you know, generally just make better videos because I'll have money to spend. So, once again, thank you very much for watching this video, and I will see you in tomorrow's video. Cheers.